Just like we have one here coming out of Ohio. They're going to say mass student protesters, the ones that are protesting the genocide in Gaza, could face felony charges under the anti-KKK law, Ohio attorney says. He says Ohio's top lawyer has advised the state's public universities that a law written to deter the Ku Klux Klan demonstrations could be used to impose felony charges on students who wear face covering while protesting the war in Gaza.
That's crazy. You know why they don't want them to wear face coverings?
So they can tell who they are.
So they can tell who they are.
Because it's already going down. Remember, and we have another article here where it's saying judges are telling the kids, federal judges, if you graduate from Columbia, we're not hiring you. Let me read a piece of that.
They should be fired for discriminatory practices right there. This is why the diversity
DEI
is very, very important.
Yeah, Columbia University is facing more backlash over pro-Palestinian campus protests. This time it's from more than a dozen conservative federal judges who penned a letter over the weekend to Columbia president to inform her they won't consider Columbia grads for clerkships or other gigs, but students from the university law school and in general, reports the Wall Street. The 13 judges, all appointees of former President Trump, note they'll effectively blackball any student who studies at the Columbia, starting with the fall entering class.
They should be fired for that. All of them should have their jobs removed for ever even posting something like that. And like that goes back to like, reminds me of like Jim Crow. Yeah. That reminds me of all those type of laws right there. This is where this is heading right now. We're allowing so much to kind of pass us by and we're not paying attention to it. But this is what these laws are starting to bring us back to. When we're starting to repeal voting rights and all this other.
When we're taking away people's freedom of speech. Because I got an article that passed something else. Them trying to take our First Amendment rights away.
It's just,
they're trying to say you can't refer. They're trying to say you can't refer to Israel as Nazis. How dare you? How dare you tell me what I can and can't say in America?
Like you say, man, this is what a lobby does as well. They've got such a strong lobby. AIPAC is such a strong lobby. Look it up. Look up AIPAC. They're such a strong lobby. They've gotten our Congress people on the payroll. They're coming to their defense. Now they got the judges telling you they're not going to hire people from American universities. This is a blanket statement from your university at all. For what? You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard. To me, overwhelmingly, I have not heard anti-Semitism at all. I haven't heard that. There might be isolated cases of it, but during 9/11, there was a huge sentiment of harassment towards Muslims,
and everybody was cool with it.
You know what I mean? Like towards people, Middle Eastern people in general. We didn't come out with all these laws. There weren't people running to the aid of these people like this at all. It doesn't happen. But like this small segment rules so much of our economy that this is what happens when something small like this occurs.
Yeah, it's crazy to show who actually runs America, because it ain't Americans.
They run America.
Period. They run it. Period. They run it all. So that's pretty sad.